welcome back to 20th Century Dude. We have another episode of Short of the Week, so let's get into it, shall we? And today's short is Alan the Infinite. I'm not sure what I would classify this as. I think it's sort of stop motion-ish, but I think that there has to be some computer components probably put in there as far as facial expressions, moving them around, and maybe some of the effects required in the process of. So I don't know if this was computer generated in this, animated in the style like stop motion, or if this was half stop motion, half computer animation. But it appears to be in the style of. It almost distinctly reminds me of the claymation films from the Aardman Company, not just because it is very distinctly British, of course. The overall style, it's not claymation, so to speak. It's more, I guess, woodmation. I guess we can call it. As far as the overall texture, it's more wood than clay. So, anyway, about the plot. It basically starts with, I guess, a lab experiment gone wrong in some basement. There's some little floating doohickey that turns objects and changes them into different objects or something. I guess is what they're setting up, and then that escapes through the vent. And then many floors up, there's an office workplace, and there's this young kid, Alan, who appears to be an intern, getting started as a box carrier or courier, I guess they call it. I guess it's lamination or something they do, whatever it was. So anyway, as he basically starts his day, the thing eventually escapes to the office. He eventually encounters it. He sees what it does hanging in the warehouse part of the facility. And he traps it in this fish tank looking thing eventually. After he does that, of course, but after he captures it, he's wandering through the office, and the boss is giving a speech about how, things in here do not change. Ironically, since there's a thing on the loose that changes things into different objects. Eventually, Alan traps it, he traps it in the fish tank, and he's awkwardly walking past it when everybody in the office is having his meeting. They follow him into this room after he drops the fish tank, but not really dropping it. It changes, and then he drops it, and it's made to look like things are broken. So, and then the thing escapes again, and they enter in. And then there's a joke about breaking wind, I guess. But as the boss is imitating Alan, he eventually finds a pen that apparently Alan happened to have with him, and it was the boss's pen. So he basically lets him know. He's like, "Oh, good job. Thank you for my pen." In the end, Alan gets to keep his internship, but this changing orb, it's still on the loose. So I think it's just left up in the air whether or not somebody's actually going to capture it or not. But that's Alan the Infinite. So I would say I pretty much like this one. Of the 4 shorts I've seen, this one's probably my favorite. There's a charm to it, I guess. You'll be entertained and pleased. If it was stop motion, I would say that there's a lot of craftsmanship that went into this. So kudos to the filmmaking team if it was stop motion. I mean, if it wasn't, it's perfectly fine too, because the overall texture, it looks very much like actual wood. Maybe computer generated images have, some of it at least has gone so good that I can't tell a difference at this point. Although I forget which director was, or maybe an editor that said sometimes the best CGI is the one you can't see, I guess. So yeah, that's basically Alan the Infinite in a nutshell, and thankfully I actually managed to keep it short this time. But yeah, that's today's short of the week. So otherwise, thank you for tuning back into the channel, and have a great rest of the week. See ya.